Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for being here. The messenger is here for you today, Tuesday, the 27th of February. I hope that you're all doing well, and thank you for joining me here. Wow, what a full moon in Virgo we had, everyone. I've had lots of technical issues. Lots and lots of technical issues. I thought I had lost my computer, what I used to record, so I was not able to do any readings. I don't know what's been going on for you, but this full moon in Virgo, which is, full moon in Virgo, which was happening at the 5th degree of Virgo, which is where my Venus is on my rising. Obviously, I had my work cut out, and I needed to sort of, be in the shadows and do what I need to do so that I could be seen again. Remember that Mercury ruled and rules Virgo. So Mercury at those last degrees of Aquarius is the internet. Last degrees are always urgent degrees, right? And now Mercury having ingressed into Pisces. Let me show you that can I do this? Yes, I can. All right, so I just wanted to give you a heads up of what's going on astrologically speaking as the moon is now transiting through Libra. So an emotional time, and relative to looking at what we need to detach from in relationships, partnerships, okay? Mercury now in Pisces doesn't do very well. He's very weak there. There's a lot of confusion, but and Mercury's actually burnt now by the sun as he's coming up to conjoin with the sun. He's going to Cazimi, which means he's going to be energized, but he's combust. We cannot see him. The fact that we cannot see Mercury, there's a lot of information that we are unclear about, right? Relative to the area of Pisces in your own chart. Depending on your rising sign, okay, I'm doing this reading at 11:15 a.m. Greek time, so 9:15 a.m. UTC time on the 27th of February, as we're coming up to a triple conjunction. This is quite rare. Okay, as we're going to have, Saturn, the Sun, and Mercury. First, a Cazimi. Sun is going to Cazimi with Mercury, so Mercury is going to be in the heart of the Sun, okay, where he will receive the energy that he needs as he's very weak right now. And then the Sun is transiting into and coming up to Saturn. So Saturn, Sun, Cazimi as well. So new cycles, obviously, Cazimi, when two planets come and they kiss together, they're starting a brand new cycle. All right, so it's all happening in Pisces at those first 10 degrees, everyone. So it's affecting very much the mutable signs, those of you that are born or that have got angles or planets, personal planets at those first 10 degrees. So you were born in the first 10 days, let's say, of the mutable signs, which is Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini. All right, so we see the lovers up here as well. They did come together on the 22nd of the month, and it's been just a war. It's been a war where relationships are concerned, where partnerships are concerned. We're needing to get to the truth. Aquarius is about the future. Can these relationships that we're in now, these business partnerships, can they hold up, or do they need to go with a south node? The moon now, emotionally, you remember it was a full moon in Virgo, right? A full moon in Virgo, and now the moon is on its way. So we're the moon emotionally, we're coming up to something to do with the past. We're needing emotionally to get out of our comfort zone, okay? And of course, the moon on the nodes speaks to a lot of karma playing out at this time. Now, it's been really tough the past few days, ever since that full moon okay, which took place on February 24th. And of course, a full moon will play out until the next full moon, which is going to be an eclipse, everyone. It's going to be a full moon in Libra, a lunar eclipse on March 25th. All right, but before that, like in a couple of weeks, we're coming up to a new moon in Pisces. Roughly at that 20 degrees is the new moon in Pisces. So what's at 20 degrees now as we're looking at Pisces is Hygeia, the asteroid of health. Okay, maybe we're looking at the health of our relationships, or maybe a challenging relationship or partnership, business, family could be affecting our health. So this is something we need to look at. All right, let me just finish with the lunar eclipse in Libra, which is going to take place at the 5th degree of Libra. So it will be affecting the cardinal signs. We're all affected by the eclipses, but obviously we've all got Libra somewhere in our chart. But if you're a cardinal sign, Libra, Aries, Capricorn and Cancer, born in the early part of the signs, or you've got planets there, then this eclipse will be very important for you. Okay, so it's a lunar eclipse. So it will be the next full moon that will be taking place at those early degrees of Libra. So Libra, Aries, Cancer and Capricorn, those areas of our charts will be affected by the lunar eclipse. We can say already that we're in the energies of that. Okay, eclipses play out way earlier and way later. Hello, Agape. Welcome, my love. I just wanted to talk about this triple conjunction. We know that Saturn is the lord of karma, limitations, blockages, but he can also be very rewarding. Okay, the sun is lighting up what has been confusing for us. Hello, Agape. Is it love time? Is it love time? Mommy, I need your attention. But where we've been working really hard on something, remember the sun is the spirit, putting our spirit into creating something, working on something, loving on someone or something, right? Saturn is like blockages, limitations, the lord of karma, but he will also reward us when we've done the work. Okay, so triple conjunction, new cycles. We've had many new cycles, astrologically speaking, and we're on the verge. You know, in March we've got the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere and the autumn equinox. I can never say it, in the southern hemisphere, which will bring, you know, an even time where we've got day and night, night and day. So new season, new astrological season opening up in March. So it's as though we're sort of closing something up. And we know also that, of course, Pisces is the natural 12th house. And look at all this build-up of planets in Pisces. Venus and Mars will also, they're also coming into the sign of Pisces. So we're going through completions, okay? And those of you that have been following us on Patreon, we've been talking a lot about Juno retrograding in Virgo. So it's not by coincidence that we're going through a difficult full moon in Virgo. Juno is looking at her contracts, her commitments, right? She's the asteroid of commitment, marriage, and contracts. What have we signed upon? What have we agreed upon? Okay, a retrograde means we're going back to the past. We're looking back at contracts and agreements that we've made. Okay, and Virgo's very good at discerning and looking at the details. Virgo is of service but will not service where there's no return. That's the difference between Pisces, which Pisces is unconditional love to the point of surrender and even becoming the victim, right? Being victimized and used because there are no boundaries with Pisces. Saturn is helping Pisces, the area of Pisces, Saturn is helping us put up those boundaries. All right, so we'll stop about the astrology right now. I know most of you are here for the tarot, but I haven't done any updates for you recently. So I thought I needed to let you know. Just letting you know today, yesterday was, oh my God, energetically really low. I don't know if you felt that. Today is still a little bit, but it feels a little bit better. So thankfully, it's starting to lighten up. Agape, El Agape, come on. You can't bite mummy because she's trying to work. Okay, Agape gets a little bit, I don't know, when she's sort of dozing off, it's as though she sees you as an enemy. What are you doing in my space? So every person, every animal has got their own personality. She's a beautiful soul, a very loving cat, very, very, very intelligent. I don't know, I get her, she must have strong Gemini. I don't know her exact birth time because she was a stray, but Gemini comes through very, very strongly with her. She's very talkative. Let's see what's going on. What does the messenger bring us today? And I just wanted to say also that sometimes I do tend to watch my own readings, believe it or not. And I was watching the January, February, March reading for Virgo, looking into, what came through for me as I was reading for Virgo, the individual, and the collective energies for Virgo, right? And oh my God, it is so on point. I'm going to put the links beneath this video. Check out the January, February, March readings. They are also extended with a second video where we go into deeper information, more details in the extended, which are on Patreon and on our website for purchase. But the first portion is for free on YouTube. I will put the playlist beneath this video. Check out those readings if you have not, and see, because we're almost into March, see if January, February played out for you the way the readings say they would for your sign. Check out your sun, moon, rising, your Venus, Mars, and your North Node. All right, so by golly, I was in shock when I saw it today, and I thought, okay, I am reading for the collective, but it does work. If I didn't believe in tarot and astrology, I would not use these tools to look at what's going on. Okay. Wow, okay. Thank you, Spirit. We've got the Hierophant. Something to do with marriage, commitments, contracts, deals. You could be dealing with a Taurian. It speaks to marriage, government or public company, body corporate, official building, or official situation. So it could be an actual building, yes, but something to do with officiality, right, and governmental situations, anything like that, but also contracts. Now, the Hierophant also speaks to marriage and family. So what's going on? We've got Taurus, and we know that Jupiter and Uranus, they are transiting through Taurus, and it's been really tough. I don't know. I missed telling you that Mars has been squaring from Aquarius over to Jupiter in Taurus, right? And that is what is really raising the vibrations of struggles, power struggles, anger, frustration. Remember, Mars is what we desire. It's what we put our effort and our energy towards. It's what we work towards, what we desire, right? It's that masculine within us. It's the yang energy within us, but it's being squared over to Jupiter, which Jupiter in Taurus speaks to self-worth, values, finances. So maybe this power struggle, right, is about money, or it's about self-worth, or it's about, it's a lover's quarrel. Jupiter logically is about truth. It's about. Yes, Agapi. She's watching the birds from the window. So Jupiter amplifies everything, and a square over to Mars, it's that Martian energy that's amplified. A lot of anger and frustration, pertaining, of course, to the lovers as well as, Mars and Venus. Having passed over Pluto, things have got to change. We've already started new cycles. So to start a new cycle, you need to end something old, an old cycle, let it go, right? So relationships, partnerships, family, business, love, it's all playing out. So just remember, today is still a little bit like that, but I feel like from tomorrow it will be different. Just don't overdo it as well with your spending, because the money could be there. Some of you may be overspending because Venus has recently squared over to Venus from Aquarius, squared over to Jupiter. That can be over optimism as well, but it can also be that we are hoping for the truth. It's like we're stretching ourselves to get the truth, because remember, there's so much now. Pisces is not knowing. It's getting lost in the details. Mercury is not good in communication. And there could be issues. Mercury is not only the internet, Mercury and communication, perception also, our perception of, things, the way things are, but they're not really like that. But Mercury also speaks to movement, the ability to move. So any issues with, of course, the internet, anything electrical, digital, right? News, information, but also issues with your car, your motorbike, your cell phone, anything that helps you be mobile. But we've also got some blessings. It's not only everything is not just, breaking down and giving us hard times. We've got help, as Pisces is in good aspect to Taurus. So that's the way spirit works. There's always a moment of trying to find the middle ground to balance things out. Spirit always does that. It's sort of like being in a birthing process where you feel the need, the baby's coming, you need to push, but you need to push at the right time. And that's what astrology is all about. Knowing that you can manifest when the portals are open. When they're not open and Saturn says no, you're limited, you need to wait, okay? There's a time and a place for everything. And right now it's all about communication with Aquarius, right? Venus, Mars, Pluto, the internet, communication. It's needing to clear out what is confusing. What are we leaving behind? What are we continuing? What can be salvaged and what needs to be let go of? All right, let's see what's going on. Judgment. Decisions. Pending finality. There's only one decision that can be made under the circumstances, it says. Remember, the Judgment card is Pluto. It can speak to second chances. There's a moment of resurrection, but there's a moment of crisis, difficult decisions as well. So we've got Taurus, Scorpio. Taurus, Scorpio, yes, which can you may be dealing with one of these signs, but look at which areas of your chart are ruled by Taurus and Scorpio. Right, because they're on the same axis. For instance, for me, Taurus is the 9th house and Scorpio is the 3rd. Okay, so 3rd house is communication, it's siblings, it's neighbors, your close neighborhood, short distance travel, collaboration within a team, a small group of people, learning, going through a learning curve. And remember, the Hierophant is also a teacher, as is the 9th house. Foreigners, foreign travel, short distance, long distance. Either that, this is how you can look at a reading when we're looking at the astrology and looking at the tarot together, combined, we get the messages. Now, you could have these signs very strong in your chart, or this could be also reflecting the eclipses that were playing out in Taurus and Scorpio, which the moon is about to enter Scorpio in a couple of days. So I'm wondering, the moon obviously will be interacting with the eclipse points in, on the axis Taurus Scorpio. So maybe, and we know a Scorpio moon is never an easy one, but it can speak to a metamorphosis, an emotional metamorphosis, but going deep. Something to do with a psychological situation, fears. There's the moon. Unbelievable. Thank you, Spirit, for that. You see, deception or delays, emotions up or down, maybe deceiving yourself emotionally or others. Okay? This could be self-deception as well, not only deception about what's going on in a corporate family situation, in a marriage. Okay? There could be someone in your life that's making a decision that you don't know about, that you are in the darkness about, which could be revealed, right? Because, and we've got, of course, the moon is, it speaks to Cancer, Pisces, but I suppose Scorpio as well. The moon can speak to someone's home, things going on in their home, in their personal, private life as well. This could be deception within a marriage or within a partnership, a contract. But something needs to happen here. There's going to be a judgment call. We've got the Empress. Delays will prove necessary, and we know it speaks, both cards speak to delays. Right? The Empress is manifestation, abundance. We've got Taurus, Libra here. The Empress is the mother. She's nurturing, loving, she's giving. We've got strong Taurian energies. Promise of manifestation and abundance, possibly here, and something is being created as well. There's a birth that's being given here that we are possibly unaware of. What is this judgment about? Some sort of travel or leaving conflict and moving forward towards serenity. Emotionally, or even where our perception is concerned, it's like we're leaving a moment of crisis, possibly because of a decision that either we're making or someone else is making. Travel is also in the cards. Remember, the Six of Swords comes after the Five, and that it could be internal conflict, external conflict with other people. What is this moon? And we've got the Hermit. Loneliness, unattached, soul-searching, time needed, or time alone. Yes, very much like the Hermit energy was with this full moon. As you know, I do talk to a lot of people, and goodness gracious, everyone is at their wits' end. Something's got to give, something's got to change. And here is Virgo. Remember, Juno retrograding in Virgo. Someone's really needing to look at their decisions, who they're servicing. Virgo is also the natural sixth house, which speaks to work. Are you happy where you are working? Are you working well with your colleagues? Is your employer treating you well? The Hermit does see the light, and I would say, because from the full moon in Virgo all the way up until the next full moon, which will be that lunar eclipse in Libra, we will know what it is we need to leave behind and what it is that doesn't work for us. Okay, because that will be on the South Node, and the South Node full moon means the South Node is like a Saturnian energy, right? So it's something that was blocked, something that's sort of run its course, some sort of karma that we're needing to detach and let go of. We're at the 9. The Hermit is the 9. And the Hermit sees the light. Someone has seen the light. Now, this could also speak to fears. A fear of looking at the truth, looking into someone's psyche, into their soul. Also, the Hermit could be a doctor. It could be a doctor, it could be a spiritual teacher, guru, someone that's guiding you, someone that you're receiving the guidance from. Okay, a lot to do with spiritual growth here as well, through potential challenges. This could be a healing of the psyche. It's interesting because we've got an 18 and a 9. They both are 9s. So pay attention to March 9th coming up, but also from the 3rd. We've got 3, 6, and 9. That's really interesting. Really, really interesting. 3, 6, 9. March, June, September. I don't know what those months mean for you. It's very much the mutable energies, the mutable signs. Mutable means transmutation, change, going through change. Remember, though, the Hierophant is Taurus, fixed earth. Taurus cannot move. They need to be certain before they make the necessary changes in their life, or they're pushed to make them. Uranus transiting through Taurus is really getting those Taurians very much in motion, whether they like it or not. They're being pushed to make the changes, and not only Taurus, but the fixed signs. Those of you that are fixed signs, so Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and you're born around that, the 2nd or the 3rd decan, I'm going to say, just generally the fixed signs, because Pluto, of course, is affecting those fixed signs born at the beginning of those seasons. So it just generally the fixed signs or the fixed areas of your chart are being changed. Uranus is the rebeller. He's going to revolt, he's going to rebel, he's going to break through, he's going to give you those aha moments and those intelligent downloads as to how to make the necessary changes, or if the changes come through from spirit. Because remember, Uranus is like a major arcana. It's not up to us. Uranus will also, the sky god, give us that bigger picture, being able to see the situation from a very elevated point of view, from our third eye, we could say, as well, as to how to make those changes and move towards the Empress. Remember, she says, she speaks to delays will prove necessary. So remember, we push when the timing is right, when the blockages and the limitations have been worked through. Right, this is Venus, and Venus she's looking forward to entering Pisces, where she's exalted. Okay, right now she's needing her freedom. She's looking at things from a very higher mind perspective, right? She's coming through as very detached right now, looking at things very logically to see if they can work or whether she will need to break free. Okay, let's see what's going on. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is the same energy. As I always say, Queen of Pentacles, the mother. She's the minor arcana of the Empress. So this could be mother and daughter for some of you. Or this could be the Empress just as an energy. Could be someone that's just sits in a higher position than what this Queen of Pentacles sits. So someone who's in a dominating position, in a position of abundance, that could be very supportive of this Queen of Pentacles. If this is two different people, Queen of Pentacles, of course, is Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Okay, and this could be the metamorphosis, the change, right? Our metamorphosis of the Queen of Pentacles becoming the Empress, but this needs time. Delays will prove necessary. Okay, there's something offered here pertaining to business. Remember, the Queen of Pentacles also holds the Ace of Pentacles, which is could be a new contract, could be a new job, could be a relationship, a new home, a new investment, anything like that. Queen of Pentacles, queens speak to knowledge. So there's something that's coming in that will bring knowledge to you. I think I'm going to take one more card on each position. We've got the Fool card here. Good friends, happiness, needing to take a giant leap forward. And this is the 0. Of course, new cycles. This could be talking to, the Aries season, as the sun is going to transition from Pisces to Aries, the new astrological year. A new cycle is promised. Someone is ready to take that leap of faith. Aries is cardinal fire. Enthusiasm, travel, that fighting spirit, no fear. Agape. I'm sorry, Agape, but I need my space. Let's look at the Hermit here and the Moon. Someone's at a dilemma. Either that, peace and harmony, needing to take the blindfold off, keep reassessing the situation at hand. Someone keeps reassessing the situation at hand. And what I notice here is the new moon. This could be from the Virgo full moon until the new moon in Pisces on March 10th. So someone is making a very important decision. Okay, it feels as though they're going internally and they're looking into those fears, the fears that they kept within their psyche. They're delving in deep, or they've got help with making a decision around a dilemma. But also someone's trusting their intuition and their higher self when they're making a decision towards something that's going to open up. Remember, the Empress is a 3. She speaks to success, but that initial success. 3s are openings. This could be in money, this could be in love, this could be in business. Let's take another one on the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Lovers. So yes, it can be relative to making a choice between two lovers. It could be a marriage partner. Someone shares family with a certain individual. Love affairs, romance building, again within marriage, possibly for some of you. This speaks to a relationship. Well, hello. Anything else you want? How am I going to work now, Agape? Relationship, relatives, loving relationship you could share with a friend. Of course, this could be friendships and support, but the Lovers does speak to a divine union always, a blessed union. And we see Archangel Michael here. The Lovers is Gemini, and Gemini, remember, is decisions. Let's see what's at the foundation here. We've got the 7 of Swords. There has been stealth, secrecy, and someone's looking for a way out of trouble, I would say here, with that 7 of Swords. Or someone is strategizing and planning in secrecy. This speaks to plans, hopes, and this is a wish card in this deck, believe it or not. Highest minor arcana is the 7 of Swords, it says. So someone is being quite intelligent. They're trying to steal away. They don't want trouble. They don't want remember, he's holding those 5 of Swords, which we see we've got the 6 of Swords. Someone is trying to escape a difficult situation. The 2 of Swords, to me, that he's leaving behind is like, I've already made up my mind. So for some of you, someone's already made up their mind. For others of you, they're making up their mind now. But a lot to do with choices, because the Lovers, of course, is a 6, and it's a head over heart decision. Also, I would say that someone's been using only their mind and not their heart. Possibly now they're going deep into that psyche. Let's see what the Hierophant speaks to. Eight of Swords, see, this is the mind holding someone back, holding someone blocked. And there are the 10 of Wands, which says it's been a heavy burden. Okay, change is not easy. Someone is weighed down with problems and a very heavy load. Maybe that's why it's talking about delays will prove necessary, because someone is completing a difficult cycle here. The 8 of Swords speaks to frustrations, feeling bound and caged. Someone needs to get out of a cage. Could be a self-made cage. 9 of Swords, lots of worries, fears and frustrations, letting go of emotions. 4 of Pentacles, someone holding back or holding on. There's the High Priestess, and we've got the High Priest. This is the highest card in the tarot deck. It says, very powerful, good or bad, secrets to be revealed. Remember, the High Priestess is many times the third party, but she's also the wisdom and the knowledge that we have within, which is Jupiter. I feel that once Venus enters Pisces, and around the new moon in Pisces, we'll have a lot of revelations about what was unknown. We'll also have money improvements, more money coming our way, and more security coming our way. Okay? And there's no point in fearing what we cannot see. We need to trust our intuition, everyone. Let's see what Spirit has for us. What are the messages? Thank you, Spirit. That was quick. What is the Karma Dharma today? Wow, and we've got the Lovers in the reverse. The Lovers came out in the reverse. That's interesting, right? So there's a lot of nudity in this card, so that's what I want to show you up close. We may have an issue with YouTube. But here is the divine union. My goodness, look at that, everyone. Gemini. It could be talking very strongly to the Gemini season, which is not very far off, but also when Jupiter is going to step into Gemini and will be in good aspect to Pluto. Maybe that's when this will materialize. It could be, but it's all about a partnership and a relationship. I mean, what else can we say here? It is so obvious that a lot is going on pertaining to partnerships and a divine union, possibly also a twin flame connection. I don't want to make this a love reading, but when the Gemini Lovers card comes through, it is for many of you relative to love. Let's see what the advice is from the Energy Oracle deck. And we've got Angel of Strength. Someone is feeling very weak. It came out in the reverse, so let's read that. It's a 5, just like the Hierophant. Number 50. I don't know if 50 could be an age. 51 is the 50, or 50, yes, the age of 50 is the age of philosophy, said our ancestors, our very intelligent ancestors, those wise teachers and teachings speak to the age of 50 being the age of philosophy, but at the age of 51 roughly is when we go through our Chiron return, and Chiron is that open wound, whatever it is. Personal power and inner strength, and of course Leo, we see a lot of Leo energy with a lion here. Remember, the lion speaks to, and Leo speaks to, confidence and also leadership. This amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. This is the message in the upright. So I'm going to read it both. I'm going to read both. Okay, because it may not resonate for all of you that it was in the reverse, or maybe you're not there because of the reversal. Maybe we're not at this message yet. Delays will prove necessary. We will get to this though. So this amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action on your own behalf. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, for the power that comes from within reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you to create real results. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you the focus and resolve, which is Chiron that I was talking about. And Chiron obviously is still on the North Node in Aries. This is what we need to find, the confidence, right? To move towards that collective North Node, which is a Jupiterian lucky destiny. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you to create real results. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you the focus and resolve to do what's necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. All right. Now the reverse message, which it did come out in the reverse. This card reversed indicates that you are not perceiving the truth of your own power. Perhaps you're even seeing yourself as weak or ineffectual. The situation you find yourself in may seem overwhelming, but you absolutely do have the strength to see it through to a successful outcome. Don't fall into any old patterns of giving your power away. When you let others define you or make decisions on your behalf, you take yourself out of the picture of your own destiny creation. Meditate on the brilliant vibrating light of this angel and recall the eternal power that surges through your life. It's time to take back control. The affirmation is, deep within me is an abiding strength that knows no bounds. I have all the power I need to achieve all that I want. This could be something that you could affirm to yourself on a daily basis. My dear friends, let's take a few Lenormand, and we'll take the angels, gods, and goddesses and get a message from them. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. It really does help the channel. And I am so relieved that my son was actually able to fix the computer. He rebuilt it from scratch. There's no way in the world financially to replace my computer. No way, no way. It's way too expensive to purchase here in Greece, out of bounds. So, oh my God, it was so scary for me thinking that I only have a laptop left. My tools for my business, a laptop, which that's sort of very old as well. That's got a use by date coming up very soon as well. My God, let's just pray for abundance, dear friends. Let's pray that we know through the crisis happening in the world, just financially, it's been really tough on everyone. What's going on? What are the messages today? Give us more clarity, please, Spirit. What's going on? What's going on? There's a dilemma. There's a moment of needing to make decision. Someone's needing to take a leap of faith. For some of you, the decision has already been made. Someone's already seen the light. Someone's going to take a leap of faith because they feel very magnetized, very attracted by the beauty of this Empress. Now, the Empress could be abundance. It doesn't have to be just a love connection. right? It could be something that one is wanting to create, to manifest. There are many decisions around that. So there are the blockages. There's the mountain. There's the scythe. And we've got the bear. See, this ties in very much to today's message. The angel of strength. The bear and the lion could be very similar in the strength that they hold. Okay, so the the bear is someone that does hold a position of power. The bear, when angered, could become very, very fatal and very, my God, just get out, get out of their way. The bear is also protection. It's like motherly protection, the mother that protects her cubs or her interests if this is a business matter. But there are huge changes relative to the Hierophant, which remember was the main card, the general card, to a family situation, a contract, a business. The scythe is something very hasty. It's Pluto and Scorpio. Something sudden is going to happen. This could be a hasty decision. It could also be something accidental. So don't rush into anything. Remember that Uranus is going to be squared by Mars and Venus very soon in the next 10 days or so. So this could be a quick cutting out, and then the protection or the confidence or the support, which we also see from the Empress. This could also be needing to cut out anything that was limiting, challenging, blocking. So making a decision to clear the air, to clear the space, to open up, right? To take that leap of faith, to take that power, that control, and have that control within. This is control within or without, depending on your situation. But the scythe can also be someone rushing into something. Okay, like the fool rushing in, Aries doesn't look down, sort of, and then coming up to a dilemma. What do I do now? But I feel that because the fool knows that Spirit has his back, it's like, let's take that leap of faith and we'll see on the path. We'll see what comes up. We'll see what dilemmas come up. We'll make those decisions as we go, right? Because we've got two cards of balance. Wow, it does have to do a lot with either a commitment, a business, yes. There's a lot that will be seen because remember the death card, the scythe is like the death card, but it does speak to abundance. I mean, see the wheat. The Empress holds the wheat here, but the scythe is also a tool, so it speaks to financial situations where there were blockages. Now maybe we've got the tool, we've got the knowledge because of the owls. There'll be news, there'll be communication. Okay, and there'll be the wisdom coming through as to what was hidden. Wow, I mean, there's so many millions of messages that I could be going into with each card, but I think I will leave it there. I will leave it there. Just know that things will happen very suddenly, very hastily in the next few days. And Uranus is going to be those tower moments, those aha moments, those breakthroughs as well. But because Mars will square over to Uranus, it can be very, very dangerous. So get your foot off the pedal. Be careful with anything that's very cutting. Mars, of course, is anything sharp. And Uranus is electrical. It's very stressful, right? So this could be your... even your car, something to do with, your battery, or you've got no power, or your battery blows up, or, I mean, it could be anything, dear friends. So, and remember that the mountain is a 21, could speak to, you know, the world card, which again is those four fixed signs, physical distance. That could also be blockages, but it could also be someone's closing up a major karmic cycle in their life. They're taking the power into their hands. They're becoming much more strong, right? They know what they want. And there's a lot that will come to our perception, our knowing, a lot of knowledge, because there was a lot of lack of clarity with the fish, which is Piscean energy. It's the abundance. It's also confusion, right? The owls will bring clarity and truth where there's been confusion. And this could also be any legalities relative to family, business, contracts, yes, and changes, I'm going to say here, because there's possibly been deception as well that we'll be finding out about. Hello, hello. Wow. Okay, what a message from the messenger, my dear friends. What a message that was. Let's see what the angels, gods, and goddesses want us to know, and we will close up this reading. Remember, as I said, do check out the January, February, March free readings on YouTube for your signs, your placements, and you may consider joining us on Patreon. We've got the 12 signs on tier 1. Join us on tier 1 so you can get the 12 signs. Okay, it'll cost you way less than purchasing those individual ones from our website. So thank you for your support in advance. I want to thank especially my Patreons for their support all these years. Without you, I mean, this channel probably would have ended. Thank you. You are very precious. And I would like to also welcome on board whoever is interested in joining us. We do a lot of astrology and tarot. We will be doing the March analysis, astrological analysis on tier 3. That's on that higher tier. So if you're interested in learning astrology, because our astrological analysis are very educational, and those of you that are on Patreon, could you share your experience with other people here? Just let them know about your experience with Patreon, whether you're happy with it and what you think of it, just to give others the know-how as to what they receive on Patreon from Divine Debut 11. And thank you in advance. And we will be taking the 3 lucky winners. I'll be doing that today. The 3 lucky winners for a free tarot reading that we do for Patreon every month. We're late this month. We are late this month. And I think only I have completed already the free readings of last month. There's only one lady waiting, and you know who you are, Empress. I'll be doing you today. And then we'll have 3 new winners for the month of February that are chosen today. So, Angel of Prayer. Ask the universe and the angels for help and guidance. Okay, through your prayers, ask for guidance. And I will take 2 more cards. I feel called to do that today. Angel of Prayer. Ask the universe and the angels for help and guidance. And this came through really suddenly. This is very necessary. I want you also to light some incense to clear your space. Angel of Prayer. Pisces is very much about prayer and connecting to God and Spirit. So it's a time of going inwards, going internally. Pay attention to your dreams. Like I keep seeing people that have passed on. It's like they come through in my sleep. It's like I keep getting so many messages recently. Let's see what else. And you know, when for me and my experience, when I see someone that's passed on, a beloved person, depends on how I see them. For instance, I saw my niece's father recently, who I was there when he was still around. I was there supporting him as much as I could. He was living on his own. And he came to my dream and he asked me to make him some coffee. And I thought, okay, not just coffee, let me cook for him. He used to love my cooking. And I did that. And I went to church and I lit candles. And, I didn't only I didn't make him a coffee. I made him a spinach pie and a cake, right? Because I knew he loved my cooking. And he came to my dream last night. Like, it's as though he's received. Because that's what we do here in Greece. When we see someone that's passed on and they're wanting something from us, they come through our sleep. So we have to do what it is that they need. It's like them saying, you could do this for me, please. Can you do this for me, please? So obviously you would listen to that calling. So very, very interesting. It's as though he's received what I did for him. So, wow, it's just amazing. I'd love to hear your experiences as well. Goddess of knowledge, start to apply what you already know. Trust your intuition. And trust your intuition, yes. And angel of manifestation, which is like the Empress. Your efforts, determination, perseverance have paid off. I always tend to take cards for myself many times, and I got this card. I got this card today. So it's not by chance. It's not by chance, energetically speaking, that this card has come through twice. And angel of space clearing. It is time to clear old negative thoughts and feelings. Remember what I said? Light some incense. Prayer, meditate. Do what you need to make space. Your space needs to be cleared, dear friends. And not only your space, but also your head. Old negative thoughts and feelings that are taking up space in your life. Make sure you are clearing those out. Right? And I'm wishing you well, and thank you so much for all that you do for this channel. And my prayers and my blessings to all of you. Thank you so much for your love. It's been wonderful connecting with you. I will be back tomorrow with that Twin Flame Soulmate reading. I will. And obviously the March readings will be a little bit late as to the blockages, the technical issues. And I feel I need to say everything in due time. Due time, as long as we're putting in our best foot forward and we're doing our due diligence. This is what we need to understand. All right? So let's take that stress and that pressure from internally, from our internal self, and know that everything will happen when it's meant to happen. All right? Love and light, dear friends. Talk to you soon.